Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Real at Midnight. I'm Gao.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Pahua.
All right. Welcome back to another episode. We're happy to have you all here with us today. But before we go into our topic, we're going to share what we're drinking today. And we're also doing another virtual recording today. So bear with us. We will, next week, we will do an in-person recording. All right. For me, I have my water here with me. What are you guys drinking?
I also have water. What's in this My Hero Academia water bottle that DK got as a Christmas gift from a friend.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Just drinking water out of my large water bottle too. It's a
Okay.
water day for all of us.
It
Yeah.
is. All right. So we wanted to talk about the finale of Singles Inferno season 2. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
What a crazy season. Not too crazy, but like wow, like
Yeah.
surprising crazy.
I like
Mm-hmm.
this one more than the first season.
Oh, why?
Yeah. I feel like I think I just like the people more in second season.
Mm.
And there's more, I feel like there's more drama. With Jin Young in there, I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
he
Oh
messed
yeah.
everything up. He kind of like uh yeah, he kind of like rocked the boat in this
Yes.
season. So yeah.
Yeah. And he's not like the typical other Korean guys in there. He's like very like they say he's very charming in his
Mm-hmm.
own charismatic way, but still kind of like he's so chill about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain it.
He's like the cool bad boy vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
still very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Awkwardly sweet too. There's something about him that's like totally different from your typical
hmm
like sweet loving guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he got everyone falling head over heels for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even me, sometimes I was like, "Ooh, he's really cute here." Or like, wow, I was kind of impressed by him for a couple of scenes. But it
Yeah.
was they were. I feel like definitely they were a fun group. I feel like this season it was more about like personality and like
hmm
having that relationship be more than just like a romantic relationship. Like people are getting to know each other and like whereas season one, I felt like it was all to me like it started off all about like the looks and
Mm-hmm.
how people like look aesthetically. But then season two, I feel like they put more thought into who's the contestants were and like their personality. I don't know. That's just how I took the first two seasons.
Yeah.
Did you guys, I guess, um like, okay, did you guys, okay, what were your thoughts for like the when they were choosing like couples or who they wanted to be with? What were your thoughts?
At the very end,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
I would say I was not surprised by Young Jae,
mhm.
what's his name?
Oh
Him
yeah.
and So because
Yeah.
I feel like they were very strong at the beginning of the show anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yes.
I saw them together at the end and they were together. So I thought they were really cute together. I was a little surprised that So actually went with Sejun
Oh yeah.
because she kept saying she was very appreciative of him. So kind of like what the hosts were
Yeah.
saying that maybe she only sees him as a friend. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what it seemed like. So I was kind of surprised that she left Inferno with him. I knew he
Mhm.
was going to pick her because he seems like he was kind of head over heels for her. very
Yes.
sweet, very
Mhm.
caring for her. But maybe that's what made her fall for him. And then for Silky, I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was happy though.
I was
Yeah.
happy too.
Yeah.
I feel like I was like the host, the girl host who was bawling all of a
Yeah.
sudden. I was like, oh
Yeah.
The nice guy won.
my gosh. Yeah, it totally felt like
Finally.
that.
Mhm.
Like, good boy, bad boy, who's gonna get
Mhm.
the girl? Like your typical Korean drama storyline, you know?
Mhm.
And at the end, she chooses the good guy. And I saw this on Facebook, and it rings so true. Like they were saying how Jin Young he acted like he was the main lead, but he's actually second
Yeah.
lead. I was like, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Wow.
That's true because he had all the girls swarming,
Mhm.
to get his attention, try to go on dates with him or just talk with him. And then here is Jung Woo, who seems like a second lead character,
Right?
who did not get a lot of screen time, who didn't get to hang out with the girl as much, and then bam, from nowhere, he got the girl at the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
I was
felt, oh, go ahead.
go ahead. I was just gonna say I was happy with the outcome. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say that I was really surprised by Suki's comment afterwards when she had her little solo spotlight and was saying how like she started to notice how Jungwoo was starting to care for her from start to end,
Mhm.
and how like Jungwoo isn't the typical guy that she'll
Go
fall
for.
for, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
and how like the experiment kind of changed her, and that's why like she went that route. But then to me, it just made me question her attention a little bit. Like, do you really like him, or are you doing it because like you want to
Yeah.
pursue just something different because you know like that's part of like being on the show.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we'll
That's so
see.
true. Cause like when
Yeah,
I watch, I remember her, the way she acts around the two guys are totally different.
so
Yeah.
different.
Uh-huh.
And the way she acts around Jin Young seems like she's more interested in him. Like she's more
Yeah,
shy, kind of like, oh, she's a little nervous around him. When you like someone, you get
yeah.
nervous around him. But then around Jung Woo, she was so comfortable when they went on their paradise date that it almost seems like a friendship kind of relationship.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, I thought that Jin Young. You know how like every guy contestant when they went up to a lady, they're like, "It was nice meeting you. Like you're such a great person and whatever." But then for Jin Young, I feel like he went like another notch because like he actually like stood side by side to them, kind of like he was there to stay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And that tension, I was like, "Oh my God," like, especially with Nadine, and he just,
Yeah.
like, stood there for a split second. I thought it was funny how Nadine was like, "Ooh," like, she, like, scooted over,
Mhm.
but then, like, it took a while for him to actually say, "It was nice meeting you," and blah, blah, but,
Mhm.
like, "Sorry, I'm gonna, like, pass on you." To me, I'm like, "Ooh, that like, why did you wait so long to say that? Like, why did you have to do it in that way?"
It was so
Yeah.
awkward because everyone else was like,
Mhm.
"Is he staying?" I thought he was
Yeah,
Yeah.
standing next to her. And
yeah.
even Soki was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
All her facial expressions. I've seen so many videos of people making fun of her expression. How she does this, and she does kind of like the little look
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
especially with
side.
Yeah.
Jin Young, yeah.
Yes, I see a lot of people on TikTok like imitate her, her look.
Really? Okay, you have to
Uh-huh.
send me those videos too.
Yeah, I wanna see those too.
But there's a YouTube video. This girl was talking about Suki about how like it's all in the eyebrows for her.
Oh,
Like like she's always moving her eyebrows, and then like it kind of like makes up the expression that she's making. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, that's actually pretty true. She does move her eyebrows. Not cow.
The-
I will have to go back and look because I didn't notice that about her. I noticed her eyes, especially when she was interacting with Jin Young and how she'll like this way and that way. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, she's always like this with him."
Yeah. No, you had to check out her eyebrows because I do think she does use her eyebrows a lot.
That's hilarious. I will have to go check that out. I've been seeing a lot of posts about Sejong, the newer
Mhm.
guy who was in, and how unbothered he was about everything that was going on and how he was like in his own world. I thought that was so funny. And how like all the cast members were saying how he has such a funny personality,
Yeah.
how he's such a great person to be around.
Mhm.
I really wish he was in that review video on YouTube with
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Were
that
you
would
guys
be
able
nice.
to watch the second part too?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I did
Oh,
watch
me
that.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really good. I watched through it. Like the whole
Yeah.
hour of it, I was like, wow, that hour went by really fast.
Mhm.
Yeah. There was I was like snooping around in their Instagram or
Mm.
on their Instagram, and there was a comment. So Sejong posted up pictures of himself in Soe, and there's a comment that said like, "Oh my gosh, like all the other cast members like they posted pictures like group pictures, but then Sejong went and posted pictures of himself and his girl." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, so maybe they are together. I don't know." I hope they
Oh,
are, but
yeah.
we'll see. Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out who's still together, but I haven't gotten any hints on it.
Right? I
Yeah.
really want to know too.
Hmm.
They really aren't sharing anything. The show's over. They can share. They can start posting.
Right. Dang.
Gosh, okay. I was doing some like stalking on TikTok. I've been really into TikTok lately.
I can
But
tell.
but there are people saying that you know Silky, her family is or her dad is a very famous plastic surgeon in Korea. And
Mm.
so that's
Oh.
why Dongwoo, when he found out about her identity, was like really pursuing her. Because,
Oh.
after their first date in paradise, like
Mhm.
obviously she was not feeling him, and you
Mhm.
know that he probably knew that she was not feeling him,
Yeah,
and
Hmm.
yet
yeah.
he still continued to pursue her, right? He was like very um kind of like very adamant on wanting to pursue her and wanting to talk to her, even though
Mhm.
she's told him like, no, I'm not feeling you, but people like are theorizing that he wants to date her because of her dad to get that connection because he's a plastic surgeon too. Because it's like,
Damn.
why else would he try
Wow.
to pursue her so much in the
Right.
show when she's not even into him? And so I was
Hmm.
like, whoa, that makes sense because I'm watching the show. It's like, why did he choose her? Why does he keep wanting to talk to her when there's probably other girls? When like Nadine
Mhm.
was initially interested in him and he
Right?
wasn't interested in her.
That's
Wow.
crazy. The theories that like people come up with is so
Hmm.
interesting. I don't know if it's theory or not, but like it could be, you don't know, it could be true too. Um, Dongwoo started to like rub me off in the wrong way, like
Hmm.
after his Paradise session with Nadine. After that, I just started to not really care about the dude as much as the
Me
other contestants.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became my least favorite.
Yeah.
I really liked him at first, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't think I like you as much anymore.
Mhm. There's
Yeah.
that one scene where him and whoever else was talking, and then Jin Young was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then he's like, "Don't worry
Oh.
about it."
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
that?
Yes, him
Yeah.
and Jung Woo. They were talking about Soki, I
Oh
think.
yeah, yeah. And like how they're gonna compete for her or whatever.
Yes. Gosh,
Yeah.
that was so awkward.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about that? The men's competition.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, it was just
Uh,
like the one from last season.
Yeah,
yeah.
They like
yeah.
carried them out of the circle.
Dang, I was so pissed that what's his face? Young Jae was helping Jin Young take out Jongwoo.
Oh,
Right?
oh, why?
Jungwoo?
Yeah, Jongwoo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At the It was them three at the end.
Oh, at
It
the
was
end. Oh,
yeah.
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 Young Jae and Jin Young was like teaming up against Jongwoo. And I'm like, Young Jae, this is not your fight. Like let them fight it out. Why are you sticking your nose in
Or
this.
yeah, at least help Jong-woo and not Jin
I
Young.
I
He
know.
hasn't gone to
Jeez.
paradise. Obviously, they
Yeah.
both like the same girl. Help him out a little
Yeah.
bit.
I know. I was like, dang, boy. Like, I was like, man, I don't like you anymore. But it's okay because Jongwoo got second place, so he was able
Yeah.
to take Seokjin in
Mhm.
Paradise.
It was so intense
It
because
was so
Jin
intense.
Woo like
Was.
started off so strong. He's like started attacking people
Uh-huh.
singly, and I was
Had
like,
a
oh my god.
strategy.
Oh, and then I think they took Sejun out. Sejun was just
Uh-huh.
like, okay, whatever.
That was my
I like,
favorite.
That
yeah,
was my
I was
favorite
like,
too.
he's like, whatever, I'm done. Just take me out.
He's so funny. He just lay there and they
I
I
carried
love
know.
him
that. I was
out.
like, that's great.
He was so cool though. Just letting them take him out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, it got intense, and I thought, to me, it got a little scary because I was like, ooh, they're like going really at it for one girl.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
And Jin Young, he was like all up in people's business trying to get them out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jung-woo was kind of the target because wasn't
Yeah.
Dong-woo also going after him to get him
Yeah.
Yeah.
out? And then Jin
Yeah.
Young was going after him, but he stayed strong. I was really
He
Mhm.
really
did.
He
impressed.
did, yeah. He wanted that fight.
Mm-hmm.
hmm And then he got so emotional.
I
He is so emotional. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. And then when Soki was crying in the room, and then he said, and other times he would probably cry too because he's emotional. And then
Yeah.
on their day and at the end, and I was like, oh my god.
Even in the swoon, part of the video where they were rewatching that scene and they also played that music in the background of him watching his reaction, I was like, oh my gosh, they're like either they're really teasing him or that he's just really emotional.
hmm
Dang, I wonder if they're together. Still or yeah, I wonder if they're together.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, he worked so hard to,
Mm-hmm.
I
like get
know.
her attention and get her to pick him.
Yeah.
She did invite him to her graduation
Yeah.
the
Oh
following
yeah,
year. So
With the bubble tea
yeah, the
food truck
coffee.
the
rental.
coffee
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the coffee. The sweet corn coffee.
Yeah.
hmm
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool to hear that he was a barista.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting that.
Whose profession surprised you guys the most?
Oh.
I would say Dongwoo, a plastic
The
surgeon.
plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
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 Most definitely. Kind of like with the host, like where did they find all these people?
Yeah. Seriously.
I think him and Zoe, her being an actress, surprised me too.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Yeah.
she seems so shy,
Yeah.
like very introverted. And when I think of actors and actresses, I think someone who is outgoing. And so
Mhm.
I was not expecting that when she revealed that.
100%.
Oh my gosh, Sejong didn't get to go to Paradise at all.
Oh, the
Oh, the
girl?
girl.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
know.
That was so sad.
That was so sad. If I was, I don't know. I guess I was gonna say if I was Jin Young, I would have picked because he picked Nadine to go to Paradise with him, right? If I
hmm
was him, I would have just took Sejong with me just so she could experience Paradise too. But then at the same time, it's like you're there to like I guess get to know them better too. So like pick someone that you would want to go with.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Soi and Han Bin, where they
Mhm.
just went as friends because he's always been there for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought that was really cute. And Javi is
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, with his like happy, cheery
Yeah.
self.
I love him. He's so like positive and like he doesn't make things awkward, which I like.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I really like him too. I
Mhm.
feel really bad for him.
I
Yeah.
know.
The ending was really sad where he's like, just do what makes you happy and I will be happy too. And like he was just so understanding. And then how he like turned, he's like, what is it? The view is nice or whatever. Do you remember that at the end?
He's always talking about the view. I swear.
Yeah.
Even when they're eating, he'll look at the view and talk about it.
That's funny. Oh, so you did say that she was gonna choose either she's gonna take young Jay or choose young Jay to go to paradise with her. But then I guess she didn't want to make it awkward or like pressure him, so she decided to go with Hanbin.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mhm.
like, Jay mo, sao choose nữa and he's not worth it.
For real, I'm
Oh
glad she learned
yeah.
though, like
Yeah.
not to go down that path again. Like he's already made his decision clear and put his
Mhm.
boundaries there. And so I'm really glad that she respected that.
Yeah, I was
Right?
really scared she was gonna pick him because
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
talked to So the girl first, like is it, kind of like making it sound like she was gonna pick him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh no, girl, don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
pick him. It's gonna be so awkward. And so I was glad she didn't.
Yeah, because I feel like if she did choose him to go, then he would have like pushed her away even more or like try to avoid her too.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but a good thing she chose Hanbin to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Young Jay just looks uncomfortable every time I see him, like not with the guys or not with Seo, how do you say her name?
So
So yeah,
yeah.
like especially when he's with the other girls or So like you can just see how uncomfortable he looks.
Oh, when they were at the fire pit that one night, and then he was gonna go sit on the other side, and then
I
somebody sat there, and then he was
know.
like, and they came and sat next to
I
Yeah.
me, and it was so awkward and cringy. He's just
I
Yeah, he's always sitting like
know.
that, like
jeez. But I get it. I mean, that just means that he strongly does not have any feelings for her, and he's
mm-hmm.
not trying to lead her on. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, my friend who also watched Singles Bruno was talking to me about like, what if it was reversed, and it was what if it was the guys who were standing out there and the girls who were walking towards them or like to pick them at the end, you know? Like, do you think
Oh.
that it would turn out the way it did?
Mm. I don't know. I think Soki would have gone with Jin Young. I don't know if she would have picked Jungwoo.
Really? But I feel
Yeah,
like she would still go with Jungwoo.
you
Just
think so?
mm-hmm.
Wasn't she the one who was like the night before? She's like she already had made her
Yeah.
decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like she would still stick with him.
I mean, she seemed so shocked when Jin Young stood next to Nadine.
I know
Kind of
she
like she was
would.
expecting him to be next to her.
Right,
That's
right.
And
true.
so I was like, I don't know. Like she was not surprised that Dongwoo and Jungwoo picked her, and then when Jin Young was up with Nadine, she was like, huh? Kind of. And so I think she might have, if it was vice versa, like you said, she might have picked him. I still think she truly wanted to pick him.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They just have more chemistry together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Jin Young would have Silky, Nadine, and Minsu for
And maybe
sure.
maybe even Sejong, the girl.
Sejong. Yeah,
Yeah, because she
Sejong.
liked him too,
Oh,
right?
the brown hair girl.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I
that's
know at the
very awkward.
beginning she did say that she liked Young Jae,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because wasn't he the one who helped take the splinter out?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know who would have gone to Hanbin. I think he would have still have been a lonely guy.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Dongwoo would have probably been a lonely guy too.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about him.
I think there'd be a lot of lonely guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like there were a lot of lonely girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sad. I think season 1, everyone got the opportunity to go, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think everyone except the new girl, Minsu, is that her name? The long black hair girl. I don't think she got anyone.
No, for season
Oh,
1.
season 1.
Yeah.
Season
Is
1.
it? Yeah, wasn't there a girl with the long hair
Oh, now I
or
don't
black
remember.
hair?
Because I know there's a Minsu in season 2.
Oh, okay, maybe it's not Minsu. Maybe her name is something else. But I
Oh,
swear she was in there. I forgot who she
Oh.
liked,
mm,
but she was one of the last girl to join.
mm.
Mm.
I just feel bad that for people who didn't get the chance to go, like you're there for that many days and you really want to go, but you don't, and you don't get to understand all the great experiences that everyone else has
Mhm.
gone through, and eat all the delicious food that people have been raving about the whole time, and that personal connection.
I know, and you get to rewatch the show, and you're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
sad. Can I say though, I thought it was so cute how Young Jae and Soon talked so late or so
I know.
late into like the early
Yeah,
morning, and they didn't want to sleep. And I was like, oh my gosh, how cute.
that
That
is
is
super
cute.
cute.
That,
That
that's like,
caught me by surprise when he was
yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, it looks like the sun is rising." I was like, "What?" I thought it was still nighttime.
Well, that's like early honeymoon stage, you know, when you used to talk on the phone until you fall asleep kind of shit.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
about that too.
Like, geez,
Man, once
he's
you
cute.
get married, it's a different story.
For real. You don't even get anything close to that anymore.
Nope.
You get a good night if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I just thought that their last night in paradise was just super cute, in the setting of it and how they were sitting in the outdoor patio with the sun setting, and like trying to understand if, they really, if they like each other or not, and like revealing that to one another. Like the whole setting was just so beautiful. I think they portrayed it really well, or like how they set the whole scene up. Yeah.
Yeah. I was really surprised that they didn't show everyone's reveal. They only picked a certain couple to reveal because I really wanted them to see like everyone's reaction on like what their career was, how old they were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But
Yeah, I wanted to see that too. But I'm glad they at least did it for Sejeon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
hmm
And that everyone got to know that she was a model and what she does. The funny part was when Nadine was telling about herself, and then Sejeon was apologizing to her for acting the way he was acting.
What was he? I guess how was he acting towards her?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't
Maybe
think
he was,
we saw any of that.
yeah, I'm assuming he was probably being too, um, not formal.
Like, too casual with her.
Yeah, too casual with her, but turns
Uh-huh.
out she's like this smart girl
Mhm.
from that goes to Harvard.
So funny.
I also saw somewhere that So-eun was Miss Korea 2019. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, in her Instagram.
Yeah, I did not know that. And I was
Yeah.
like, how do people on this show not know that? But then at the same time, I don't know who Miss Minnesota is either, or
Yeah,
Miss USA. So if she was on the show with me, I would not have known.
that's
Dong
true.
Dongwoo was also in like a pageant too.
Was he?
Really?
Yeah, it's on his Instagram.
Oh, you really did your stalking.
Yeah.
Did he win?
I don't know. I didn't see any like pictures like that, but he was in like he had his sash on, but I
hmm
didn't see him with a crown or anything. So probably not, but yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
Mhm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to like Singles Inferno a little more than what I did previously. Because at first, like watching it, it's kind of awkward and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know about this. But then like as the season 2 concluded, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty decent. Like a lot more decent than I had given it credit for. So I'm anticipating season
Yeah.
3.
Same, because I was like, oh, the show's almost over already. Because I was expecting, or at least I guess I wanted more episodes from the show, but there's only 10 episodes. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that went by real fast. But I did just start watching Pink Lie.
Oh,
I think I sent you guys a video on
yeah.
what that's about. But I started watching it today. I finished the first episode on Hulu, and it's interesting. It's definitely different. Um, you guys should check it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Is it good enough for you to keep watching them?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the first episode they revealed one of the contestants lie, and so I think as you continue to watch it, they'll reveal more people's lies.
So
Mm.
each contestant, they only have one lie that they can share. It's not that they have multiple, they just have one.
They have one it's like one truth about them, but
Mm.
they lie about it to the group. Like they're not gonna reveal it. It could be like a deep dark secret or something that they're embarrassed about that they don't want to reveal, something that's affected their dating life before. And
Oh.
so they could lie, for example, if they're talking, they're like, "Oh, how old are you?" And then they could, let's say they're actually like 35, but they're like, "Oh no, I'm 25." Like if they're embarrassed about their age, or
Mm.
if they're a divorcee and they're like, "Oh no, I'm single. I've never been married." And then I think later on they'll reveal what the lie is, and then they'll see if the person they've been talking to is still interested in dating them or being with them at the end. So I think it's like to see if um this lie about them is big enough to impact their dating life.
Mm.
Something like that. I mean, I'm one episode in.
I'll have to watch it. Sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
Then we could talk about it. I think that'd be an interesting topic, whether or not you'll
Mhm.
still be with someone if they lie about something so big about themselves.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Dang,
Mm.
what lie would you guys choose then? Or what would you choose to lie about there?
I don't know. I feel like an easy one is just lying about my age or my occupation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like my life is so boring. What could I lie
Yeah, I know. Like,
about?
what can I even lie about? I can lie that I live in California or that I live somewhere else.
That's funny. Anyways, but hopefully I'm sure they'll still be friends. The people, the cast on Singles Inferno.
Yeah, it looks like they are from all the cute pictures they've been posting up. But
Yeah.
part of
Mhm.
me wonders maybe that's just like things they are supposed to do post-production, like those type of shoots, you know?
Oh yeah, like act friendly.
Hmm.
And who knows how old those photos are.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, speaking of them being friends, what do you guys think about making new friends? I guess now that we're in our late 20s, mid to late 20s, late 20s.
That's so sad. I was so considered us to be mid-20s, right?
I'm I'm late. I'm late 20s now.
Just kidding. We're definitely
I
more
think
closer to late 20s. I'm just sad.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't want to
know.
admit it.
I
Yeah,
know.
not yet. I heart we are 21.
Yes.
Hmm. I
But yeah,
think it's,
what do
yeah,
you guys think?
I think it's been hard to make friends because in what setting can you make friends,
True.
right? Because most of the time, for me especially, I just go work in school, and even then you have your own boundaries. Like my work people are strictly my work people. Like I don't think I have that relationship with them where I can, meet them outside of work unless like we do happy hour together. Um, and so to me, they're like strictly my colleagues, but I would love to maybe one day, extend it further and say, hey, you want to like go do this and that together? I think that'd be really fun. And even with my school colleagues too, I think they're just colleagues to me. We haven't really interacted anywhere else outside of school unless we work at the U together, and then we might cross paths and say hello. But other than that, I don't know. The last time I made a friend, it's been a while.
That's true. I feel like I have trouble making friends. Like kind of like what Gao said, like in what setting? Because like I just go to work and come back and stay home. And then like whenever I want to hang out with friends, then I usually just go with our group of friends or like my cousins or like friends that I've been friends with for a very long time.
Mhm.
So it's hard. And I feel like I'm very picky too, because like I'll be nice to people and I'll talk to them. But then if I don't vibe with you, then I'm not gonna try to like put effort into it. You know what I mean? Maybe
Right.
Yeah.
That's
that's probably
understandable.
that's probably like mean of me to say, but I don't know. It's just like it does. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think as the older you get, it's hard. It, like you said, it's harder to make friends with them because I don't want to put in as much effort. And
Mm-hmm.
more like it's a lot of work to make friends. Like you got to maintain that
Mhm.
friendship compared to when you've been friends with someone from maybe high school. You've already
Right.
invested time with them. You're more likely to want to maintain that friendship compared to maybe creating a whole new one when it's a lot harder to trust people the older you get,
Mm-hmm.
and it's harder to invite people into your inner circle or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's hard, like you guys, like the older we get, the more we get into a routine of stuff, and it's
Yeah.
hard to break out of that routine to go meet new people to make friends. Because I do find myself going to work, and then I come home, and then I hang out with the friends that I've already made.
Mhm.
Like I'd rather have quality friends nowadays compared to like a quantity amount of friends. Because I
Yeah.
think back in college, like I would love going to house parties and meeting new people and
Mhm.
like socialize. But now I'm like, oh, I'm so lazy. That's so much work to do.
It is. I do really understand now what people mean. Like when you get older, your group of friends get smaller. I think because people are just more selective, and like you have different priorities. People have
Right.
different dreams, and you're not all on the same path anymore. And like similar to what Pahoa said, like in college, you're all about meeting new people. Like that's the time to make new friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about like trying to go to maybe like a college party or a setting similar to that. Like even just going unison. Like, ooh, like are these people like gonna be? Can I even make good friends out of these people? Because half the time, like
Right.
they're probably intoxicated, and like, are they even gonna remember like our time, like
Right.
us meeting each other? And maybe the next time you meet them again, you're gonna have to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more work that you have to put into
Hmm.
making a friendship now.
Hmm.
Whereas like I think a lot of my friends I have already established kind of like our relationship um prior to where I'm at right now. Like we might have been friends like 2, 3 years, and then we're maintaining that.
Yeah,
And
right.
then I think otherwise, I just have like my sister, my cousins, like the people who are like family members who are more consistent in my life
Mm-hmm.
compared to okay, tonight we're gonna go to the bar and then we're gonna see who we meet at the bar. Like you meet girlfriends in the bathroom.
Right.
And sometimes like you do become good friends. You become like bar friends or going out friends, that kind of thing. But now
Mhm.
it's like, no, I'll just stick with my friends and we'll just stick together and that's it. We're good.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't really talk to anyone in a bar setting unless I've had a couple of drinks and become extra friendly. But if I'm like completely sober, like avoid people and just talk to people who I came with.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably how we are too as a person, because I don't know. I just don't think I will like just randomly, or like I don't think I would start conversating with random people I meet at a restaurant, and or like I would probably, I don't know, like if they talk to me, I'll talk to them. But then like if it's like I'm gonna I'm gonna go out tonight and like find people, random people to hang out with for the night, I don't think I would do that. But then like my coworker, um and her boyfriend, like sometimes they would go out and then sometimes they would just meet random people and they would hang out with them. And I just think that's really cool of them to do because I don't see myself doing that at all. So yeah.
No, I
I think,
totally agree.
yeah. I think because we're more introverted, so
Mm-hmm.
it's natural for us to be more reserved and not open up as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your coworker is just more extroverted and she finds it really easy to
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah. She is easy to talk to. She's I don't know. She's an in- extroverted introvert, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
Okay, kind of
Yeah.
both.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like she has her times where she doesn't want to talk to anyone, but she has her times where she will be like friendly and talk to people. So
hmm
yeah.
What about if there's someone who wants to be your friend? As in, like, would you put in the effort to make new friends? Because it's not like you're approaching them; they're approaching you to be your friend.
I think I would make the effort. I don't think I would turn them down. I think I also accept the invite and get to know them as a person, and see where that goes. And if I'm not vibing with them, then I probably won't ask to hang out with them afterwards. But if they once in a while want to say, "Hey, like, how are you doing? Let's catch up," then I might just say, like, "Sure, like, why not?" I don't know. That's just my thought.
I think for me, like I don't think I would call them okay.
Acquaintance
I
instead.
like I don't think I would call them a friend just yet. If I first meet them, I'll kind of try just like hang out with like a group or something in a group setting just to kind of fill them out. If I don't vibe with them, then I'm not even gonna make the effort to like hang out with them just because I feel like I'm wasting time.
Mhm. So if someone were to ask you, like, "Hey, Jessica, you want to go grab coffee? Like, let's just chat," you'll
Um,
straight up say no.
I don't know. I feel like if it depends on the situation too, because if it's like because I feel like I can't say no to people at times.
Mm,
So
Right.
maybe I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's do it or let's go, and then after that, if I'm still not vibing with them, then I probably won't try to entertain that anymore.
right.
But then I don't know if it's someone that I just don't feel that I know that I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's hard. Hmm.
No, I totally agree with you guys. I think I feel the same. I think um if I am meeting someone new who wants to be my friend, like obviously I would try to be friendly with them. But if
Mhm.
it's all about vibes. I don't know what it is. Like just like you guys said, I think if
Yeah.
we don't have a ton in common or kind of like our values and beliefs are a little different, it'll be harder to connect with her and really make me want to hang out with her, especially if it's something that I strongly don't believe in, you know?
Mm,
But at
Yeah.
the same time, like I would still try and be cordial.
yeah.
But like
Mhm.
yes, like it's hard to tell people no,
Yeah, it
you
is.
Yeah.
know?
Because we're nice people.
I think what was I gonna say? Like I even if we're not I don't think it's a bad thing if we don't vibe with them. Like it's not because there's something that we don't like about them. Um Sometimes you just don't vibe with that person and it's okay.
Yeah.
Um like what I say you could just be cordial or be acquaintances. Like you don't
Hmm.
have to I don't think you have to make it work with everyone you meet. Um um but yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but anyways, moving on.
Have you guys had like a loss of friendship? Like maybe someone you were really close to and then um you kind of drifted apart? Because I know like what coming with making new friends, sometimes you lose some friends too.
Mhm.
and that's kind of something that people don't really talk about. I
Mhm.
feel like I know I don't really talk about. I think I've noticed some like friendships being lost growing up, but
Yeah.
at the same time, during that age, I don't think I cared as much because it's like I'll just make new friends.
Mhm.
Right.
But they kind of hurt.
Like at this age or like when you were younger?
Both. I think at this age, I don't think I've really lost any friendship because I feel like we've already established kind of a strong bond with like the people that I'm friends with.
Mhm.
So even if we don't talk for like months, when we do talk, it's like nothing's changed.
Right. Like those
Com
low maintenance friends.
yeah, compared to I think maybe in high school or middle school, like if I am hanging out with one friend and I forget the other friend, then I can get a little catty. Or
Oh,
kind of
Right.
like
yeah.
like,
Right.
oh, why aren't you hanging out with me? Why are you hanging out with them? Um, like those kind of friends, and like it's someone that I'm really close to, but at the same time, they're starting to shut me off because I'm hanging out with someone else. Like those kind of friendship loss, where you just slowly drift apart.
Yeah, I remember that like growing up too. Because back in elementary school, I had this group of friends that I hung out with, and then a new girl came and she was all alone, so I wanted to be her friend too. But then my group of friends were like, "God, don't hang out with her. Hang out with us instead. Like you have to come hang out with us." And it was during recess, and
Hmm.
so I told the new girl, I was like, sorry, like I'm gonna go hang out with them now." And like she started crying, and I was like, I felt so bad.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh.
dang, I just like left this poor girl by herself just to because I was selfish and
Hmm.
wanted to go be with my true friends. But like now as an adult, I like you said before, like the friendship, the bond is still there. It's just that like maybe we don't converse as often. But when we do, like we just pick it up like nothing's changed. And I've noticed that a lot, especially with my college friends, just because like we don't see each other as often or their priorities have changed. Like I got married and my friends who are not married, they have a different path than I do. And so like my life gets a little busier in other ways. So I might not have um as much time to hang out with them as like I did before. So I do miss the times that I was able to just like hang out with friends and not worry about anything else. Um, but I wouldn't say that I've lost any friends. I think they've only gotten better. Like the bond has just, like gotten a lot stronger.
That's good.
Mhm. What about you, Jessica?
Um, I think if I was in like the middle school or high school age, I think I would probably be like a little insecure. Like, why is she going to be friends with someone else? You know, kind of like a
Oh yeah,
relationship, you know?
Oh
yeah. You
yeah.
get jealous of your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
um,
100%. That's real. Like friend jealousy
Hmm.
is so real.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it is. But um, yeah, I think I would be like that. But now, if I think back, if I was to like reflect back into those years, I would probably be like, why are you so stupid? Like, why are you so insecure, Cheese? but
Yes.
um, but then for me, like I think we have to understand that we're always growing. Like everyone, not everyone that you meet in life are not gonna stay with you.
Mhm.
Um, and people grow apart, people grow like if somebody's gonna grow, like of course their environment or their boundaries. I mean, their environment are gonna change too because they kind of um they change. Anyways, yeah, whatever. I just think that a person that's changing, you can expect things to be the same. So of
Right.
course, like your friends are gonna change too.
Mhm.
Um, and like for like both of you guys, like I do have like those low maintenance friends where like we have a strong like foundation where we don't need to talk to each other every day. Like we just pick up where we left off. So I appreciate those low maintenance friends. Um, but but yeah, I don't think. Yeah, you just have to understand that if you have friends that go and make new friends, like that's like good for them. Like they can go and make new friends because like if your friendship is strong enough, like you shouldn't have to feel jealous about it because everyone has the right to make new friends or make more friends, you know. Um I don't think you would be a good friend too if you're kind of like limiting your friends from making more friends or new friends, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's from me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's
Hmm.
definitely something that I notice now as an adult compared to thinking back from when I was in middle school or high school. It's like, man, that bitch. You know? It's like, why doesn't she want
Yeah.
to sit with next to me for lunch or kind of like dumb stuff like that? You know, very immature, kind of thinking very in the present and
Mm-hmm.
very selfishly
Mm-hmm.
compared
Right.
to like exactly what you said. You know, like they're allowed to make friends. You know, it's not like they're only my friend.
Right.
We could still be friends, but have more friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's true.
and it's just like being in a relationship with your partner. Like it's like an odd jealousy. I think it's out of love. Like there's some sort of love you have for your friend, obviously,
Yeah.
right? But it's a different kind of love and care for compared to maybe like your partner or your family member. And so kind of reflecting back to what you said, Jessica, kind of like feeling jealous. Like
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that I don't think I think I knew I was feeling jealous, but like I didn't want to admit it.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like why am I feeling jealous of my friend hanging out with another friend?
Yeah.
Um
I see that
I
too,
feel like
like in myself.
mhm.
Yeah. Like even growing up in middle school, high school, like my close friend who would get close with another person, and you can see with your own eyes that their friendship is like blooming and they're connecting so well, and then you're just over here by yourself, like wondering
Mhm.
who you're gonna hang out with, and you see them like getting all the attention that you wish you would get too, and you're kind of like, well, how come I can't have that connection with that person too? Like,
mm-hmm.
and then you're
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, what what do I need to do to get that right?
It's like you start thinking it's you.
Yeah.
You guys get that feel like is it me? Am I a
Yeah,
bad friend?
yeah. Right?
What don't I
I feel like
have? What do I not have that
that
you want
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that they have?
Freaking relationship here.
Yeah. Jessica, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that sometimes like people become like territorial too. Like it's my
Mm-hmm.
friend and like I don't know, you can't go be friends with anyone else, but silly us back in the day.
Yeah. Nowadays I feel like it's easier to understand, oh, they're probably busy. Oh, they're just doing something else. That's fine.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not a big deal. I know that we have a strong enough friendship where like it's not like they're gonna badmouth me and then
Right.
leave me or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely different friendships now compared to back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
But then
Yeah.
if they're gonna badmouth you, then don't be friends with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Simple as that.
If you don't like them, then don't be friends with them. Or like
Hmm.
don't make yourself don't put yourself in a situation where you have to deal with their stuff or their
Yeah.
crap.
That's
Yeah.
torture.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's all we have for today, right?
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Singles Inferno and friendship. But I
Yeah.
will say I'm very thankful for our friendship that we
Oh
have, and
yes.
I feel like we
Mhm.
have a semi low maintenance friendship, you know? I feel like we see each other very often.
We do.
We
We see
But
each
do.
at the
other
same
like
time,
once a week.
yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it's pretty low maintenance.
It is,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't think we expect too much out of each other at
Hmm.
all.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Hmm. Yeah, I do appreciate our friendship too. I feel like we've gotten a lot closer in the last few years here, even though we've been friends for quite
Mhm.
some time now too.
And yeah, I'm thankful for our friendship too. You guys definitely passed the front porch test. Is that what C calls it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking forward to how our friendship grows with our own families
Mhm.
in our 30s.
oh
I think
yeah.
that'll be fun
Yeah.
to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous because I feel like
Um,
we're gonna maybe drift apart.
yeah,
Hopefully we don't. But
I hope
once
not.
I feel like once we get older and then we really settle down with the kids and all that, like it might be hard to hang out.
Yeah, I agree.
Or
Yeah.
it might be the total opposite. We will still hang out every weekend with the kids.
Yeah, I do want
Yeah.
to be like that kind of parent though, like hang out with your friends and their kids too,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
have that kind of like bond and relationship just so like our kids can grow up together
Mm-hmm.
and see like the importance of having friends too, because a lot of times our families are like, family's the only thing that should matter, but then like us growing up, like you meet all these new people that you consider family too, and like they mean something
Mm-hmm.
to you as well, and stress the importance of like having more people in your life than just like your immediate family. So
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
yeah.
For sure. And your friends are the family that you choose.
Yeah,
Like you get to
100%.
pick them compared to the family that you're born with. Like that's just who you're born with. But your friends, you get to pick them. And thankfully, I've got good friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have a feeling that we will be friends for a long time. Family, because
Mhm.
it feels like a family already.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I think we've all mentioned that like our little group of friends has turned into a little family that
Hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
slowly growing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, definitely. Well, now I
Right.
think that we're at the end.
okay. Yes. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.